Okay, record. Wait. Okay, this is Dr. Kira Depton. This is day 3 of Light Up Your Money Thermostat. Okay. Now, as you already know, we have been working for the last 2 days on lighting up your money thermostat. Everybody has a ceiling on what they can receive, whether it's money or prosperity in other ways. Yeah, because these principles apply to every area of your life: health, wealth, relationships, self-expression, things of eternity, other. And there's a lot of other. Yeah. So, but the principles are always going to be the same. We use Geotran, that's Geotran inner programming, and we use muscle testing, yeah, to go in there and clean up those inner biocomputers and to break through the ceiling that you currently have on what you can earn, receive, create, allow financially. So everybody up for that today? No. Okay, good job. I'm seeing Vanessa saying hi in the chat. Hello, Vanessa. Okay, so what I'd like to do is very quickly, briefly, run over what we've done up till now. Okay, so in the first one, and the replays are already up in the group, hooray! And I also sent them out by email because I'm like that. So in the first day, we looked at self-worth and self-esteem and success. And Debbie very kindly was our representative. So we worked out what her thermostat was at, which I think we started at 19%. And by the end of day 2, we got it to 120%, whatever that means. Okay, but it's actually very easy to establish what your particular limit is. And I think yours was just under 2,000 pounds a month. Yeah. And that limit, it's not that your company is not making more than that. It's what you yourself are able to receive, what you are allowed,
yes,
what you are accepting.
That was a personal level, wasn't it, rather than a working level or a business level?
Exactly. Yeah. And and I've worked with half of you before, so you know that I can establish what your personal individual level is like in 2 seconds. Yay, muscle testing, right? So you're going to frequently see me muscle testing on this call, right? Now, this is a no. My fingers are sticky. This is a yes. Yeah, you can hear the sound. There's enough life force energy going through my fingers that they slide past each other quite quickly and easily. Oh, we got people in the waiting room. Give me a second. Yes, admit all. Okay. Debbie, it says it's you again. We know you're already here. Hey.
That must be someone else with a different spelling, because that's definitely not me.
Well, we know that you're here, so woo. Okay. Hey, Corinne, good to see you. Okay.
Hi, good morning.
Hello. Yeah, because you're West Coast, so it's like 8 a.m. there. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 5 p.m. here. I'll tell you, after yesterday, I felt so great after yesterday's masterclass. I texted a friend and we went out to an outdoor cafe under the mature trees in the park opposite where I stay in Vichy, and we had a Kir Royale together. We had a little aperitif and a little
very nice.
Very nice. Right. Okay. So we were just looking at what we've done up till now, because then yesterday we built on that. We checked whether it was still working. We all did some more clearings. In fact, I'm looking at my notes. What did we do yesterday? It already feels like a week ago. You know what I mean? Learning curve, money. Oh, we worked on money beliefs primarily. Yeah, because there are 3 kinds of money beliefs. 1, the beliefs that you've picked up yourself. Yeah. 2, other people's beliefs that are operating in your system as if they were computer viruses. Yeah. And 3, what we call social beliefs. Yeah. So that the society as a whole, right? So money doesn't grow on trees is a social belief. Yeah. You have to work hard. You have to struggle for money is probably a belief you picked up from somebody else. I am not worthy of the money I desire is a personal belief. You see the difference here? It's just a matter of the size of the container. And size of container is actually really important the other way around too. For example, let's see, I'm just muscle testing. Shark, are you willing to speak on this for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, so Shark, imagine that you are standing on the banks of the golden river of prosperity.
Okay, I'm there.
What do you have in your hands?
In my hands.
Yeah, what size of container do you have? Like a spoon, a teacup, a gallon jar, a wash tub? What have you got in your hands?
I have a truck.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I was raised on a farm. I have a truck.
I'll tell you, the first time I did that particular meditation, which somebody taught to me about 5 years ago, I thought, bugger this. So I started building a swimming pool. You know? I thought, this is ridiculous. I just jumped in. I don't have to have a container at all. That was kind of fun. But my point is, when we talk about your money thermostat, another way of looking at it is we're talking about your container. We're saying, what are you allowing yourself? What do you feel is the correct amount for you? It's really the same question, just a slightly different focus.
I had a
Oh,
tiny-
and Debbie says with the trailer on the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're getting the point. I love that.
I'd
Okay.
like to
You really have to think big.
So today we're going to we're going to look very briefly, or I'm going to demonstrate briefly 3 extra techniques to take this to a new level. So because we've been working on Debbie up till now, I'm just going to check in on how well the last 2 days have held for you. So Debbie, if you would please, what's your thermostat at now?
My thermostat's ticking at a nice steady 90.
90. Okay. So is there anything that we can do to get that up at least to 100? Remember, she is actually checking for the whole group. This is not just for Debbie personally. Yeah, because we're working here together. So what is required to get that back up to 100? 2 things. And the first thing is, and I'm just listening. And when I said pick a question like that, anybody who hears it, speak up. And I'm also listening in the field, because it could be a clearing, it could be a reset, it could be the work that we're going to do today. Yeah, actually, one of those is the work we're going to do today. Okay, so we're going to put that over here. But even before we do that work we're going to do today, there's something else. So do you have an assimilation, contamination, or possession? You've got a possession. Okay, now what does a possession mean? Please don't think in terms of The Exorcist. Please, 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 please.
Oh.
Okay. Which I'm thankful to tell you is a film I have never watched. And I don't recommend you watch it either. Anyway, possession just means that you've got 2 energies in the same space at the same time incorrectly. Okay, so you've got an incorrect spirit. That's all. All right, so let's check. Big 4: coveting, craving, envy, jealousy. Okay, somebody else's jealousy or a general spirit of jealousy is in your field, or somebody on the line. Can you see where that is or where that's coming from? Female person?
Is that me?
Sue spoke?
Sure.
No, this is somebody in Debbie's life.
In Debbie. Okay.
Although if you have anything going on like that in your life, Shar, you're going to throw it out when I tell Debbie to, okay?
I think I know
I
there
mean, I
is
can't
something.
imagine who in your life would be running that.
Well, I have a sneaking suspicion, a certain body that keeps coming back. My daughter.
Yeah, you think? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, Debbie, Shar, both of you, throw out your daughter right now. Okay. It just so happens, that there's our overlap there.
Yep.
And anybody anybody who's running, oh, you know, when I was talking with Debbie earlier, that reminded me. You know, there are energies that keep us in hell. And by hell, I just mean those lower energies, right? And they are idiots, morons, or laggards. And they keep us in complacency. And complacency means, okay, I know this is not a place of excellence, but I can make it work. You know, it's like that settling energy. No, no, no. We don't do complacency anymore. Complacency and mediocrity are just way too close together. So if you've got any idiots, morons, or laggards in your life, laggard means they're not keeping up. They're not learning the stuff they need to learn. Yeah. They're not in the new. Spirit is always trying to give us the new. Okay. So not only are we going to throw them out right now, idiots, morons, and laggards. What? We're going to put up little no trespassing signs. Yeah. One of our new statements are, I am no longer available for idiots, morons, or laggards. Your guy upstairs, Joe, laggard. Laggard. Also, Debbie was reminding me earlier, there are 5 components of mental illness, okay? And I'm not talking about like full-blown schizophrenia and that kind of stuff, you know, but basically people who are just wacko. It's a technical term we use. Those are stupid, stubborn, idiot, moron, imbecile. So next time you get caught off in traffic, instead of getting totally enraged at the other person, which is, I have to tell you where I go, I have learned to take a little breath. That person is being a stupid, stubborn, idiot, moron, or imbecile. Use it as a diagnostic moment. When you see that they seem to be usually imbeciles, you can just let it go. Okay? Because you're not talking to a real human being anyway.
That's right.
And they can't hear you. When
No,
they're in their car and you're in your car, trust me on this, they cannot hear you. Okay.
all they see is this.
Yeah, that's why I make my gestures loud and broad.
Yeah.
Okay. My point is, you know, when you're being faced with these lower energies, it's the easiest thing on your nervous system, on your adrenals. It's like, what kind of person is that? What was that Dr. Keir said? Dum, 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 dum. Big 4, big 5, big 6, whatever. Woo! And just get them out of your field. Just get them out of your field. It's just not worth spending more time on them. Oh, which reminds me of another clearing that I wanted to make sure you knew about before we jump into today's stuff. Okay. This is what in my world we call the technical clearing. Everybody, I want you to practice this at home. It goes like this.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Yeah. That is all most people who are bugging you are worth. You throw them out, you go, and you let them get on with their stupid little life elsewhere, not in your world, because you are no longer available for that. Yeah, everybody with me?
This is so what I need today. What I need.
Yeah, it's the
Exactly.
best one.
Okay, good. Now, moving right along. Okay, I actually heard the next thing. What results have people been noticing since Monday? Yeah, Corinne.
Okay, I got off the phone. I got off our call yesterday. I called a friend of mine. We've been working on a new project together,
Yeah.
having to do with a business situation. And she said, so what have you been doing? And I said, well, I've been working with a group, and the whole purpose of the group coming together like this is to learn techniques to unblock the things that are getting in the way of us and our abundance, what we want to call in to expand our world. She said, well, it's working, because guess what? I had 2 of the people that we've been trying to contact call me because you weren't available and say, yes, I'm interested. I want to get involved. Boom. I said, oh, well, I guess it's working. So that was a really great affirmation.
That's just terrific. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
See?
Yes, thank you all. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
life a lot more fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really fantastic. Yeah. This, Geotran works. It just
Mhm.
works.
Mhm.
I mean, I had a windfall last week. That was really fun. And my whole aim here is just for all of us to move forward together. Yeah. And just figure out how to do this stuff. Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, I had an offer of a job this morning, just part-time to keep my finances topped up. I've also had a tax rebate, £100 from my bank because they've made a profit. And I'm due to get paid for a job that I do for somebody as well. So yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So yeah, all I need now is a new house with no neighbours, and I've sorted it.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Awesome. No, I was going to say, yesterday I was supposed to be in London for an event that should have been happening today, but I wasn't able to go because of the train strike, and I couldn't rearrange the things yesterday.
Mhm.
But this is a charity that I support through my own experiences as an alienated parent.
Yeah, sure.
And obviously there are mothers and grandmothers in that group. And they allowed me to offer some coaching as gifts for the raffle.
Oh,
So apparently they weren't just very well received, they were almost fought over, which was a really lovely thing to hear, because the more these people experience what I can do to help them, the more they'll talk about it and share it with others.
yeah.
And that's very exciting. There are 3 ladies that have got, gifts to work with me. And I'm really excited about that.
That is just fantastic, because the prosperity aspect, of course, we all want to have some money coming in because that's our medium of exchange, right?
Absolutely. But sometimes you have to give to receive as well.
More to the point, is your valve open?
Absolutely.
And
well,
that
this is what I'd
about
like.
giving as well as receiving. It absolutely is. And it's about the satisfaction and the enjoyment that we have. Yeah. So my whole mission here is to get people from, what's my catchphrase at the moment? Oh yeah, from lost to luminous. Yeah, from like stuck to soaring. Now that applies primarily in the financial world, because that happens to be the subject, the topic of both this conversation and the offer that I've just put together. But you know what? These techniques work on every other part of your life. We can walk you together. We can get you from those stuck places into, oh, that's who I am. Oh, that's my next step. That level of kind of clarity and focus and direction. So that's very satisfying for me, as well as I hope for you.
Yeah, very much so.
So thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. It's just, this is why it's called Light Me Up. I love watching people's faces light up as they realize who they can be. Okay, so let's do some more. All right, is there anything else we need to do before we jump in here? I hear no, I think we're good to go. Okay, so as some of you know from having been at my last masterclass, God bless you all, we have something called the wealth checklist. Okay, now I am going to share my screen. Hang on a sec. Share my screen. Share screen. There we go. Okay, and let's make sure I've got the right. I had it over here from a second ago. There we go. Okay, can everybody see the wealth checklist? Yep, everybody see. Okay, and you don't have to be able to see it because I am going to tell you about it anyway. All right, there are 5 spirits of wealth, right? So I'm going to hide the sidebar there so it can be a bit bigger. The spirit of restitution. The spirit, okay, restitution means if somebody owes you something, they're going to pay it. And that may be in money, that might be in attention, that might be in anything. Yeah. But it also means that if you owe something to somebody else, then you are going to make restitution to them. Now, here's a cute little trick that I'll bet you haven't heard of. One of my lovely clients paid me in ETH, which is a cryptocurrency, and recommended that I get a little device for holding that not on the internet, as a separate device, like a flash drive. Yeah. And I went and bought it, totally struggled to get it to work, asked for help from support. Somebody called me up who said they were support of this company and actually walked off with all of my ETH. Okay, I called this person, I made a complaint, and the fact of the matter is I'm very unlikely to ever see that $1,200 worth of ETH again, right? Okay, wasn't her fault. I mean, it was the scam person, obviously. And so after I jumped up and down a little bit because, hey, only human, and it was pretty frustrating. I could use that 1,200, thank you very much. I said, wait a minute. What did Dorothy always say? That if you can't get restitution, if someone's stolen something from you, you can always ask God for it. And when you do, you give it to as a gift. I said, okay, that 1,200 in ETH, I'm giving it to God. I'm giving it to Spirit. That automatically moves it from the debit side, where it's going to create more loss, to the credit side, where it's going to create more prosperity. And I said, and while you're at it, I said to God, I'm asking for restitution, 7-fold, 10-fold, 100-fold, however, and I know that will come in somehow, some way. I just released the whole thing. So it's much easier on your nervous system. Yeah, if you've got to make restitution, do it. If you got to receive restitution, ask for it. Okay, spirit of liberty, kind of self-explanatory. It's bigger than freedom. Yeah, liberty is the higher version. Spirit of attraction. Yeah, we're not forcing anybody to give us anything. We are attracting our clients, for instance. Yeah, like Corinne was just saying. Oh, I was just toddling along, doing my prosperity stuff, and whoo, in my absence, these 2 clients showed up. Woohoo! Yeah, good job. Okay. And I'm seeing somebody, Emma is mentioning in chat that she also lost some crypto. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, but ask Spirit to restore it, to make restitution, Emma. Okay. Spirit of attraction, pretty obvious. Now, spirit of order, this is one that people don't tend to get. Okay? They think that order is just something about being tidy. It's not. I had a client, I kid you not, every time I went into her house, she couldn't even walk up the stairs because there were stacks of things, like sheets and towels and stuff for her dogs and what have you. It's like, and I said to her over and over again, I said, listen, Kitty, you can have chaos and clutter, or you can have money coming in. Which do you choose? We have a God of order. You cannot have order and chaos in the same place at the same time. So anybody here who doesn't know how to balance their checkbook, go get some help. Obviously, you understand I'm not talking specifically about checkbooks. I don't care. Yeah. But it includes your house. And Shar, I know you've been creating a wonderful and unique sense of order in your place, for instance. But it also includes throwing out the stuff that just doesn't serve you anymore. Yeah. I mean,
That's a powerful one.
I'm sorry, say again, please, Shar.
That's a powerful one.
Okay, so order. Yeah, so here's what I do with clients. And people actually hire me to do this, which is kind of cool. I charge them my hourly rate, so they'll pay attention. And they'll say, could you please come and sort out my wardrobe? And let's lay a hand on each thing. And I'll say, this supports the person that this person is becoming. Yeah, so that's the question. Does this support whatever it is? Does this book, does this tool, does this cooking implement, does this piece of clothing support the person I am becoming? And use your muscle testing. Don't be thinking about it. Yeah, that's just going to waste your time, waste your energy. Just listen, do your muscle testing. It either supports you or it doesn't. And if it doesn't matter if you sell it, give it away, or throw it out. Just move it out of your field. I find about once a year, I go through my wardrobe and I let go about a third of it, typically. I'll tell you, within a month, I have attracted as much as I can fit into that wardrobe in a way that suits me now, rather than 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And I got to tell you, this works for people too. Notice the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not talking about being harsh. I'm not talking about being self-absorbed. I'm talking about listening to your own field and knowing what supports you and what does not, and just gently letting go of what doesn't support you. Okay? So if there's somebody who's calling you up and you just get that gut feeling of, then don't respond. Trust me on this, they will get the idea without you having to get in their face and say, I don't like you. So, okay. So, where was I? Oh, yes, spirit of, beg your pardon. Let's go back to where I was over here. Yeah. And the other one, the final one, my personal favorite, the spirit of opulence. Now, somebody asked me the question that's in everybody's mind.
What's opulence?
Thank you. I knew I could count on you, Debbie. Okay. The spirit of opulence means having enough money or other resources that you can give it away, that you can be a philanthropist. See, Debbie, you were actually connecting with the spirit of opulence when you created an offer that you were giving to the charity from your fullness. Yeah, it's about being full enough.
Absolutely.
To give that to others. Yeah. And that's where generosity is it's just wonderful. It's just really divine. Yeah. Because you're giving of your best. Good job. Okay, so now, because I'm me, we're going to check percentages. Who would like to be in the hot seat for this bit? I'm going to stop the share so that I can see more of you. Is that you, Shar? Did I see you putting your hand up? I love that. Okay. Now, remembering that whatever's going to clear for one of us is going to clear for everybody. So, okay. So what percent do you have the spirit of restitution? Higher numbers are better here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so you got 74% of the spirit of restitution. You've got, I'm just going to listen for it if that's okay.
Yeah.
Because
I was thinking probably 75. I don't know why.
I see, we're talking about being in the same ballpark. We were on the same second base. Good job. Or maybe third base, actually 75%. Okay, anyway. Okay, as you see, humor is an important part of this whole process. All right, spirit of liberty. Ooh, not quite so good. 43. Spirit of attraction. Interesting. This is really wobbly for you. This is like 56 to 72.
Okay.
That's interesting. Okay. What was the next one? Spirit of order. That's pretty high. That's like 80 something, 80, 85, 85, yeah, about 84, 85. Okay, and the spirit of opulence. Now, this one I'm actually going to test for. Sort of
Okay.
20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 58%.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and you all know by now that I could find out these percentages for every single one of you, but we're not going to. We're going to use Shar, who so kindly volunteered. All right, so I'm going to go in order of priority. Yeah, we always do what we do in order of priority. So that one. Spirit of order is first. Okay, so I'm just going to do the codes on me, but I want you all to just lean in and make sure that it's landing for you too. This is right hand clockwise over the top of the pubic bone. 94.1.2.4.94.91 to 94 million.1 to God be the glory forever. Amen. Whoa. That was really good if I say so myself. Okay. To God be the glory. I mean, this is not me. You understand? Okay. Next in order of priority is the spirit of liberty. Okay. All right. This is over the right breast, but it's the left hand counterclockwise. All right. Left hand counterclockwise. 21.9.4.1.72.92.41.74.1. Seal. Okay. Next one. Spirit of opulence, my personal favorite. Okay, right hand clockwise over the left eye. 94,000,1.9.4.41 seal. How easy was that? Okay, I'm just marking them off on my list. Spirit of attraction. Okay, this is a bit of a longer one. So this is over the peace point. Now the peace point is it's on the midline. And it's halfway between the navel and the pubic bone. All right, so it's right there on the lower tummy, on the tension, really. Okay. 41.9.4.7.42.1.9.8.7.6.5.4.3.2.1.1.2.3.4.5.6.7. Whoa. Okay. And finally, of course, the spirit of restitution. Oh, but they are stopping me. You understand when I say they, I mean my guides, my angels, my dragons. They're saying, hang on a minute. They want me to do the spirit of opulence again. See, in order of priority, and you don't go on until you're complete with each step. It's not that it was incomplete. It's more like a combination lock. Right. So with a combination like for safe, you might go, right 17, left 23, and then you might go to right 17 again, if that's what the combination calls for. Okay. So this is over the left eye, 49,000,000.9.4.41 seal. Okay. Oh, now we can do the spirit of restitution. This is over the sternum. Exactly where I always seem to have a pendant, right there. Okay, spirit of restitution, again, right hand clockwise, 41.4.9.1.42.4.1. Oh dear, 9.9.9.9.9.9.9.9.9.9.9.9.91. Seal. Okay, everybody put your hands together and say seal.
Seal.
Oh, good job, everyone. Okay, so, sure. Do you have 100% of the spirit of restitution? That's a yes. Do you have 100% of the spirit of liberty? Do you have 100% of the spirit of attraction? Do you have 100% of the spirit of order? Do you have 100% of the spirit of opulence? Is that true, all 5 of those, for everybody on the call and everybody watching the replay? And everybody's watching the live on Facebook. Good job, everyone. Good job. Good job. Now, I will actually post this checklist in the guides when I put up the replay, which days 1 and 2 are already there. in the guides, in the Facebook page. Facebook group, light me up. Okay, great. Woo, that was so cool. That was so easy. That was so quick. Gotta love that. Okay, so I wanted to go into activations, and I will tell you why. Because activations is my own dear little technique. Okay, and I have activations for all the human design gates and a bunch of other activations as well. And you can find them all on phoenixactivations.com, where they are, at least for the moment, completely free. So I urge you, as a piece of, I hesitate to say homework, as a piece of follow-up, to go and play. Here, I'll type it, I'll put the link in the chat. Okay, HTTPS, // oops, apparently I can't spell today, but that's okay. It's just Phoenix Activations. Oops. Okay, so go to. However, they are telling me, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, there's something else they want me to address first for this group, for this particular masterclass. And I need to listen to find out what that is. I don't know. I just know to pay attention when that little inner voice says, hang on. So give me the grace of just a moment and I'll hear what it is. Corinne, would you touch this place here on the midline? You are off. I would like everybody to support Corinne by right hand clockwise over that point. 4-2. Okay, touch the point again, please. Yeah, okay, good. And touch the solar plexus. No, that's good. Okay, so that was one thing that they wanted. They wanted to make sure everybody was in that place of self-worth, self-esteem, self-value, and Corinne was volunteering to be the representative for that particular one. Okay, now, Debbie, if I may, they're saying we need a little integration here before we go to the activations. We need to make sure the baseline is where it needs to be before we add on. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm good with that. So, peace, living, you need a living integration. There is a part of you that is not quite alive. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but we're going to make sure that we're going to bring it back to life, whatever it is. Yeah. Okay, so living integrations are about allowing your blessings to come to you. Okay. So first I'm going to check the clock. No, they're saying something else. I want you to take your right hand, bring it up the midline from your pubic bone right up to the chin. Okay, you're good there. Now from the chin, no, flat towards you with palm towards you. Yeah, okay, that was good though. That was fine. I checked it. Ah, see, now it's off. Isn't that interesting? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever that is that your oh, it's that ant you were telling me about. Okay. Whoa, you know what? I could go into detail about what's going on, but who cares? Okay, bring the hand up again, flat, right up the midline. Okay, that's good. Now take it from the chin right to the back of the head. And that's off. And I want you, you know, the prominent bit at the back of the skull, the occiput, yeah? I want you to tap that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. Okay, now bring the hand again, flat hand, to the back of the head. Okay, these are basic things that we check, right? The one that's right up the midline checks for, what do they call it? Bugs. So it's things like gossip, yeah. And this checks whether you are switched, entangled, or reversed, yeah. So you were twisted. That's how I knew it was that point that, and we just corrected and it's done. We don't have to dwell on it on any levels. Okay, good. Now, so Debbie. Okay, do you need any clearings? No. Do you need any mind gems? No. this body person is already in a goal. Okay. So there's a goal going on that your brain is not informing you about what it is. It does not have the words for it. We can set the goal in some other way. No, you're already in a goal. What do you think? Everybody on this line is probably already in a goal. I think you would agree. Yeah, we all want to have more money flowing in. We want to feel comfortable and secure and safe in our financial world. Okay. But not complacent.
Right.
We want some excellence in our financial world. Okay, so you're already in a goal. So is there any other way to set the goal? No. Okay, so I'd like you to get up and walk a couple of steps.
Stand up.
Yeah. Unless you know how to walk in your chair, then, you know.
Here I am.
Okay, and you are off. So I'm going to reset her depth ring, 147. Okay, walk a few more steps. Okay, now you're on, you may sit. Okay, look at this X. Just look at the X. Yeah. It's off, that means her alignment ring is out. 4-5, look at the X. Okay, this body is already in a goal. This body has been 100% integrated for the goal. We don't even have to know what the goal is. We know it's about money or wealth or that kind of stuff because that's what we're working on. Yeah? But whatever it is, we have just, you and your goal are now able to align. So let's actually have a verbal goal just because we can, just to show, because all of this is like demonstration stuff as far as I'm concerned. So, Debbie, how much would you like to be attracting to yourself? How much would you like to create, allow, and receive in, say, a month?
Is this personal, business, or both?
As you like.
Oh, let's go for both. So 20,000.
20,000 a month? Okay. This body person is now receiving or able to receive, ready, willing, and able to receive 20,000 pounds or whatever currency you're using per month. No. Okay. Now we got it up from that just under 2,000. So that's great. But obviously we would prefer to. Okay. So now that you are receiving, I want you to just imagine, now that you're receiving 20,000 a month in your currency of choice, what are you able to do then that you're not able to do now?
Create constant flow.
What are you able to do then that you're not able to do now?
Oh, you mean once the money comes along?
That's what I'm asking you to imagine. Now that you're there.
I can have some nice personal trips out
Okay,
and
so
do more painting.
trips, painting, okay.
And for
Anything
my
else?
business, I can extend my support through my business to help me make it work better, more
Okay,
effectively for me, VA type of thing.
okay, so let's be very precise here, because as my lovely, lovely, lovely friend and mentor, Edwin Gaines, says, you know, people ask for more faith or more patience, whatever, those are internal settings. So if you're going to ask for something, if you're going to set a goal, make it something you know when it arrives. If you ask for a yellow Lamborghini, when that puppy shows up, by God, you'll know. So is it that you want staff? Is it that specifically you want a VA? Is it, what is it? Specific.
I want a VA.
All right, VA, okay.
And I want a branding specialist.
Okay, branding specialist. Okay, you know, we're going to split this up because it's just getting a little too complicated in terms of integrating. It's always better to integrate really one thing at a time. So we're going to go for your personal.
Oh, it'll be my painting then.
All right, so now that
Be my art.
now that 20K a month is flowing through your life, yeah, painting. Okay, so now that you are able to paint as and when you like, how's that feel? What are you feeling then that you're not able to
Oh,
feel
it's
now?
satisfying
Okay, satisfied, yeah, and
relaxing
relaxed,
and thrilling and
And-
exciting.
thrilled and excited. Okay,
Portraiture is a wonderful thing, and I love seeing faces come to light.
I know that feeling.
Mm.
Okay, so this is the goal. This is the best goal. There is more to this goal. No, that is the bottom line. Is there an umbrella to this goal? No. Okay. So say I feel satisfied. Say this.
I feel satisfied.
I feel relaxed.
I feel relaxed.
Okay, so satisfied is not on the list because we're looking for the things that switch you off.
Okay.
Okay, I am relaxed.
I am relaxed.
That's off. I am thrilled.
I am thrilled.
That we're taking that off the list because that's actually on. And I am excited.
I am excited.
Yeah. Okay. So really, what your system's telling me is I don't have 20K a month. I don't have time for my painting, and I'm neither relaxed nor excited. Can anybody relate?
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you have work that you love, but there are these missing bits.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can we do this as a mini any? Yeah. All right. So get up and walk a couple of steps. Okay, and you're off. So I'm going to do the depth ring 147. Walk a couple more steps. Whoa. Woo. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, you may sit and look at the X. And you're off 4, 5. Reset the alignment ring. Look at the X. Okay. Okay, say I am now receiving 20K.
I am now
per month.
receiving 20K a month.
I now have time to paint.
I now have time to paint.
I am relaxed.
I am relaxed.
I am excited.
I'm excited.
I am so happy to be me.
I am so happy to be me.
There we go. Fingertips together, everyone. Say seal.
Seal.
Now, can we possibly see how all of this might be affecting any of us on this call?
Mhm.
Yeah. Because that's what all of us want. Not necessarily the
Right.
painting part, but hey, 20K a month and to feel excited and relaxed and time to do that thing that we love most to do.
Mm.
Good job. Good job. Okay, now can I go on to activations? They're saying, all right, hang on. You know what they're like. Okay, so really the activations part is just a bonus. Now, you know, you all are watching me do this, and about half of you have worked with me before, so you know what kinds of things that I'm doing, right? But I just want to remind you that we can go a lot deeper for any of you. Yeah, and we can do that in the group offer I've just set up. We can do that one-to-one, and you just need to get in touch with me about how I can best help you forward. Now, I'm focusing here on money, but hey, this stuff works for any area of your life. In fact, in the last 25 years, the majority of my clients have come to me because they actually have a physical, they have a health problem. Yeah. But it's the same thing. They're all programming issues. We can get to the cause. We can integrate you for where you want to be. And you see how quickly, how easily we can get you into that place of grace. Okay, but I digress, sort of. Now, so let's talk about this other technique that I find really, really cool, and it's called activations, okay? Now, these activations, seriously, I did 236 of these activations I created in a 2-month period when I was here in France last autumn, right? So I've got heaps of testimonials for all the Geotrans stuff because I've been doing that for 25 years. Activations, not so much because they're a lot more recent, but on the other hand, they're even more fun because they're all visual, right? So let's go over to, give me a second. I'm going to go over here in my background and I'm going to bring up the Phoenix Activations website. And then I'm going to go back here into Zoom and do my share screen thingy. And it's just going to show you share screen, desktop. Okay, because then you will see the movement as we go, right? So these activations are all about expansion. expanding your grace, expanding your spiritual connection, expanding all those lovely qualities and characteristics that we associate with the divine and we associate with our living our best life. They're about excellence. They're about glory. Yeah. So you see here on the website, there are human design activations. There are Phoenix activations, there are dragon activations, there are glory activations. What's the difference between all of them? Well, human design is pretty self-explanatory. It was more that I felt I had to break them up because who needs to look at a list of 236 things? Yeah. No matter how good your muscle testing is, that's a stress and a strain. So what I'm asking here is, what does this group require? What is going to benefit y'all the most in terms of your prosperity? And I'm just going to muscle test for that. So is it in human design activations? Is it in Phoenix activation? Okay, it's in Phoenix activations. So you notice I go over here and I click on Phoenix activations. Right. So we have some options. Is it in the biocomputers? You know, I talk a lot about the big four, right? But actually there are 12. And each of these computers has 4 different integrations available to it. And it's complicated. Okay, so do we need biocomputer ones, pure ones, Phoenix activations for wealth? How does that sound? Everybody up for that?
So,
Okay, I'm just going to click on that and it's going, look at that. Restitution activation, liberty activation, attraction activation, order activation, opulence activation. Anybody want to tell me what we're going to go for here?
Opulence.
Oh, of course. Okay, restores the spirit of opulence multi-dimensionally. And you notice the little note on the page that says, in general, it is best to do these in order priority. However, if you lack confidence in your muscle testing, by all means, do them in the order listed. Because a lot of these activations come in series. But I find, of course, this may be me because, you know, I help bring these in. I find if I do the last one in the series, it just sort of bundles them all up together. And I think that's going to be the case here. So we all ready to do an activation just because we can? We all good for that? All right. All you have to do, and I'm showing you a technique that you can use all the time. You just click on the link and it opens up the PDF. Can everybody see the PDF, the opulence activation? Okay, terrific. Okay. There are 4 ways to set the goal. Already in a goal: verbal goal, action goal, electrical goal. Fortunately, we are already in a goal. So I don't have to take you through goal setting. Isn't that great? All right. Super easy. All of the activations work in the same way. You turn your head full to the left and you look at the next graphic on the screen, and I will keep coding you up. Okay. So everybody look left. And look at the screen, and I am going to make the screen a little bit more visible for everybody. Everybody see this graphic? Oops, didn't mean to do that. I don't know quite what I did, but as long as you can see it. Just look at it.
Just click out of it.
What's that?
It should, if you just click again, it should take it away. It should
Well,
take
I
it off.
tried that. Hang on, and now hang on a second. I've lost the
Where
thing.
did you hide it? There it is.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it's giving
No,
me-
click in the white on the
Yeah.
outside on the
Thank you.
edge.
Okay, can everybody see it? Never mind the distractions. Okay, whoop, there we go. And I'm listening in the field and I can feel when it's gone in for everybody. Okay, so everybody look left and look at the next graphic. Whoa, whoa, good job, everyone. And everyone look left and look at the next graphic. And everyone look left and look at the next graphic. One of my personal favorites. My dragons like this one too. Whoa, see, I can just feel it in the field. Everybody look left and look at the next graphic. And look left and look at the next graphic. and look left. And look at the next graphic. And look left. And look at the graphic. Good. And look left. And look at the graphic. And look left. And look at the graphic. Ooh. And that's it. Okay. People who know how to, this body's already in a goal? No, because we just integrated the goal without even knowing what it was. Perfect, everyone. Those who know how to do this, we're going to anchor, lock, and seal. So anchor, right hand under the left arm, 9 taps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16 clockwise above the head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 8 taps on the chest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, seal, to God be the glory forever, amen. Boop. There we go. So everybody just had their opulence amplified, magnified, intensified, and glorified. Good job, everyone. Activating those empowerment programs. Excellent. Okay, guess what? We've run out of time again. And as you couldn't perceive, I'm happy to talk about this forever. So we're going to switch channels just a little bit and say, hey, for those of you who are ready, willing, and able to continue doing this work, to deepen this work, to just get yourself 100% on track, to develop some good habits in the field around prosperity, or whatever else is on your mind, but we're going to stay focused on prosperity. If any of you are in that place of, oh my God, I've been working on this for years and I'm still not bringing in what I deserve. Yeah. Or, okay, I'm an entrepreneur or I'm a coach or whatever. And I'm trying to teach other people this stuff and I don't know how to do it myself. Or you're just fascinated by Geotrend, which of course I am. It's all right for me. I've got this offer and you were the first people I'm offering it to. So you get first dibs. All right. This is the offer. Thank you, Shar. This is the offer. 3-month program. 3 times a week. So we're going to have short, sharp, intense meetings, but it's going to be developing those habits. Yeah. It's going to keep resetting your field to where you're supposed to be. So it's like having a viral scan program in your laptop every time you open it up. Okay. And the investment is $3,333. That's for the 3 months. And it's available in payments of 1,111, 3 months of. But if you pay in full, there are all kinds of lovely, lovely bonuses, like 3 one-to-one calls with me over the course of the whole thing. Woo! So we totally keep you on track. And the results are going to really knock your socks off. Yeah? Because it's about getting your potential up and running and just making your results totally skyrocket. Now, as I say, we're focused in prosperity, but believe me, these techniques work on everything else too. And I am going to welcome in, because it's going to be a group endeavor. So it's going to be like half like a mastermind and half teaching you some of these techniques as well. Plus, you're going to have access to some other courses that I've created, and people who come in at the full rate will get 1/3 off my actual training program, which is, so I added it all up with the help of my handy calculator. And basically it's $5,000 worth of stuff for 3,333. We're just sticking on this theme of 3. So if that interests you, get back to me either by email, drkiradept@gmail.com, you all know this, or get on to me on the DMs and we'll sign you up and we'll get it running and you get to go. Now, because I work in the money field, I know I often have people come to me and say, I really want to work with you, but I don't have the money. Well, duh, of course, I'm working with people in the money field. So I'm going to attract people who are struggling a little bit with money. But here's the deal. Here's what I want you to think about. Here you are, possibly, some of you, feeling a little stuck financially. Now, if you don't take action, are you still going to be feeling stuck a year from now? And if you do take action, as let's see, Debbie was mentioning, Corinne, Shar. Would you not say, Shar, that your income has gone up quite a bit and from unexpected places since you started working with me?
4 times.
Hey, even I didn't know that.
I just got a notification today that I got a bonus. And I haven't even been working for the last 2 weeks.
God, I love that. Okay. So this stuff works. Anybody who's on this call already checks to work with me. I always check. But you are among the wonderful group of people that I would love to work with. And together, we can get you to that place where you're able to receive all the goodies, all the blessings that Spirit has for you. So I'm going to shut this down for the moment, give you all time to think about that. But man, if I were you, I'd be jumping all over this. I really would. This is the deal. And any questions before we close down for tonight?
Well, I have a personal that I can contact you off screen, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. Anything anybody wants to share right now in the group?
I just wanted to share really, as I've got to know you, how I've learned about how it's been reinforced about how I know when things are moving, when I get that physical feel within my body.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting physical feel when we've done things together, or when you've been saying to me, listen, and I'm engaging, and all of a sudden my body is just coming to life. And you see those images of blood going through all the veins, and all the cells all moving along.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
Mhm.
It feels alive. And it's so interesting, the change in temperature, but there's no change in temperature. It's my internal temperature.
Yes.
And it's really, really so empowering, that connection with yourself.
Yes.
And I can't wait for more of that.
Bless you.
Because it's just lovely. And I have to tell you, because I'm sure, Shah, you probably know, she gives you a look from a distance as well, doesn't she? You don't even have to see her face. You're getting the look and the words that are typed.
We were texting earlier, and you said, I know you're looking at me. I know you're giving me that look right now. And I said, you're absolutely right. I am.
Yeah, I know. She said it was so nice to know that it went along the airwaves. But it's that connection that we create. And that's really powerful, because when you're working with someone, if you don't have a connection, that's not there. It's like this other group that we're in where, we're doing certain things. And, I've said, I find myself saying the bit at the end, which actually isn't really anything to do with the bit that we're doing when we're doing the mirror work. But it's this pattern that we've created where we're completely engaged.
Yeah, it really is. And that whole sense of physical sensation, I mean, that's something I was taught to do. That was not something I knew how to do before I did Geotran. We were absolutely encouraged to find a way so the body could speak to you very directly. So you could really feel that it's not even so much yes and no, because we use muscle testing for that. Me, I have an agreement like right here at the top of my back, like almost between my shoulder blades, that says, something's not right. Or, oh, we just put that back together. Great.
Yeah.
you know, and anybody can learn to do that.
Mm,
And it's because it's not a conscious response, you
mm,
can really trust it.
mm.
Really is.
Absolutely, because it's just there, and all of a sudden it's like there's just this invisible connection between us,
Yeah.
and it is like turning a key and turning an engine on. It's the most amazing thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
fun, isn't it? Uh-huh.
Mm,
Absolutely.
mm.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for
Well,
showing.
thank
Thank
you.
you all for showing up. Just, I just really appreciate that.
Thank
This
you.
is what I love to do, and it's fun to do it in a group. And I just know it's benefiting all of us, including
It
me.
is.
You know, so hooray for us! Yay!
This has been the first group
Thank
that
you.
I have been involved with that I felt a synergy
Yeah,
Mhm.
that I didn't feel in other master classes. This one, I feel like each of us is connecting energetically, and that's very rare.
yes, it is. So
Mhm.
good job, everyone.
Mhm.
Mm,
Good job, everyone, for being open to that.
Yeah.
And I'm also speaking to everybody who's gone through the replays, who's maybe watching this as a replay. Remember, all of this has been working on you also. The offer is open to you also. And you are part of this group just by virtue of watching the replays. So good job. But special thanks to all of you who showed up in person. I really, really appreciate that. And hope to speak to all of you very, very soon. And I set you free to have a fabulous glorified
And
day.
it's working.
It's working, yes,
Yes.
working.
yes.
Really is.
Thank you, Kia.
Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank
Okay,
you.
talk to you soon. Mwah!
Okay, you will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.